Do we really need to be spending more time on our phones? Like, have you ever thought about how often you're just looking at this thing, wasting time, just spending time with it? We did. Here are the results for the 208 team anyway. We wanted to know the amount of screen time, like how much we do look at our phones. And if you have an iPhone, it keeps track for you right there on your phone. And our producer Tyson, well, guess what? He takes the lead. It's 7 hours. You see him in the back there. 7 hours and 10 minutes a day is his average on his phone. Our other producer, Danny, comes a distant second at 4 hours and 39 minutes. And you can see Andrew, Joe, kind of rounding out the bottom four there. I didn't have my settings on to track my screen time, so I don't have that total for you, but that's not the point. It just shows we are on our phones a lot, and it's obviously a priority for a lot of us, no matter where we are. So much so, the City of Boise is now looking to offer free Wi-Fi in its most popular parks. But who's using their phone at the park? Isn't that the point of going to the park, is to kind of get away from, well, if not all of it, most of it? Right? Maybe not. Here's Andrew Bartline.
Not a cell phone in sight, just people living in the moment. But who said those two have to be at odds?
There's another gym over there?
I don't think Ann Morrison ever did. And for Leanna Wheeler and her husband Zach?
No, they're in the balloon.
The two go hand in hand.
I'm trying.
Thanks to an interactive game called Pokemon Go, where the park provides the perfect canvas.
It's a really concentrated area to play Pokemon, so we go to a lot of different parks around.
That's because she has to. To catch the Pokemon, the user has to physically walk around and find them. It's a process made difficult when the Pokemon can't find you.
We have spotty connection, like on a good day.
But the City of Boise could bridge that gap. They plan to implement free Wi-Fi access all through the city's 3 major parks. That includes Ann Morrison, Julia Davis, and Cecil Andrus Park.
Those parks in the downtown core are the most visible and also most highly utilized.
For formal events, they could be utilized hundreds of times a year, which put a strain on the city's IT department to set up temporary Wi-Fi infrastructure when needed.
Oh my gosh, that was so hard.
Adam Reno is the city's IT infrastructure manager. He says setting up Wi-Fi for big events, including the 4th of July, takes his team weeks.
And that's just for one event. And so repeat that for however many events that we had, and it just became a nightmare.
The estimated cost for installing free Wi-Fi infrastructure in the main city parks runs a $2.3 million price tag.
The cost is primarily driven based on how big the parks are.
No, it's not cheap.
Parks and Rec Director Doug Holloway says it was on discount. Federal dollars from the American Rescue Plan Act will cover $2 million, leaving the city with $300,000 to foot themselves.
Without that, we're probably still really talking about when can we connect our parks, and with that funding really push that over the top, and the mayor wanted to make connecting our parks a priority out of that ARPA funding that the city received.
Holloway says the Wi-Fi will be available for anyone who wishes to use it, providing the city the opportunity to create interactive resources.
We can use augmented reality to be able to create opportunities for our residents to come into a park and really learn more about the park without having a brochure in their hand. They literally can live the reality of what's going on in that park through that platform.
Oh my gosh, he has 2 giraffe eggs.
Or in Leanna's case,
Because I don't have very strong earth.
to have a better experience playing Pokemon Go.
And we'd probably get a lot more of the younger generation out in the parks again and get people more social and enjoying the beautiful parks that we have around here. Because they're gorgeous, especially in the fall. But that's spit biased.
Holloway says the program is still considered a pilot. He doesn't expect Wi-Fi to be up and running at a park until fall of 2024, so we're still 2 years out on this. And the city sees this as kind of an investment, Brian, just another step toward the sort of mantra we continue to hear from the city about making a city for everyone.
Okay, I get that. And good to see that she takes time away from her phone to notice the fall colors of the park. But that being said, I didn't realize when they had these events like Art in the Park or like the Soul Food Festival or even the Balloon Fest, I didn't realize it took them weeks to make sure that there was Wi-Fi in the parks. That's a long time.
Hey, I'm no expert on it, but when I was speaking with him, it sounds like you can't just put up a router and say, go at it. I mean, there's a bunch of people there, hundreds, maybe thousands. It's a very difficult process, and he said it takes 2 weeks for the 4th of July and then 2 days after to take it down.
Wow, and I guess you got security concerns, which is something they'll probably have to consider going forward. Okay, but the question is, $2.3 million, a good investment in that regard? Well, about to find out. But as you said, it's not like cash. It's that CARES fund, or excuse me,
ARPA.
Yep, that's what it's from. Okay, thank you very much, Andrew.